My name is Blanca. I'm with Royal LePage West. I'm a realtor, and I want to talk to you today briefly about the importance of having a strong negotiator working for you. When I'm representing a seller in the sale of their major investment, which is their home, I apply 5 major elements to my negotiation skills. I apply a lot more, but 5 is really what I want to focus on today. And the number 1 being knowing the product. And what I mean by that is, of course, we want to compare apples to apples. So we want to make sure that if I'm listing a 3-bedroom townhouse, I'm comparing other properties that are 3 bedrooms and they're a townhouse in a similar area. But what happens when there is only a 2-bedroom and den with the same square footage selling for close to that price? So what I do is I'm very active in the market. I am going out to see the properties that are coming into the market and they're selling in the area that I work with, which is the Tri-Cities. So week by week, I'm actively seeing what's in the market, and that basically makes me very knowledgeable in knowing my product. The number 2 element that I do is know the client. So every time that I speak with a client, I really want to know what is their worst case scenario, what is the one thing that they're not going to give up, right? What is their bottom line? What is the best alternative situation? Because that's something that I don't want to compromise. So the point is that we start negotiating in a position where I'm not compromising the client to beyond their best alternative situation. The number 3 is know the other realtor. Now, this is quite important because sometimes realtors don't get along. That's not my case. I love working for the office that I work at. It's Royal LePage West. I get along great with all of my fellow realtors, and I also get along with all of the other realtors in the industry. So those are the colleagues, those are the people that I am in the field with, actively working. So if you think about it as in sport, when you play soccer, you have to know the opponent, right? You have to know their tactics. You have to know the way that they actually perform. So it's my job to really know the other realtor, to try and find out how they work. So that's the 3rd one. Number 4 is I understand the situation. So I need to make sure that I have a clear understanding as to what the reason is the other party is wanting to move into the property. Are they an out-of-town investor? Are they downsizing? Are they upgrading? And so I want to make sure of that, because I want to obviously enhance the pros that my property offers. And the last thing that I always make sure I do is I apply the power of fairness, is what I call it. So at the end of the day, everybody wants to make sure that is getting a great deal. It's got to be a win-win situation. So I want to make sure that the people who are purchasing the property are happy with moving forward to the very last minute. And I want to make sure that my clients also see the value of the sale that they're going through. This is really important because at no given time you want to have any sort of emotions in this major transaction. So it's really important to always set the tone of the negotiations and make sure that you don't get emotions involved. And that's actually the realtor's responsibility, to make sure that my sellers don't get emotional and that the other buyers don't get emotional. So these are the 5 major things that I do when I am negotiating a transaction for my sellers. Each element has like a sub-element, and then we can talk about it for longer. But if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to call me at 604-831-7719, or you can go through my website. It's blancalazo.com. I hope you found this video helpful. Until next time.